Hello, and welcome to Tuesday Morning 2. This past Sunday, we had a wonderful service where we got to take communion together as a body of believers. And as we looked at the story of the Last Supper that Jesus had with his disciples there in the upper room, we saw even more biblical evidence of how the invitation to join Jesus is wide open. There's an invitation for each one of us to sit at the table with him. He welcomes all who come to him and ask forgiveness and believe in him. And it was such a wonderful time to get to spend that time taking the Lord's Supper together as a body of believers. But one of the verses that we read at the very end of the service is one of my favorite parts of a communion service. Is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 26. It says, "For as often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes." You know, that's so exciting because what we get to do is we get to proclaim Christ's death. We get to proclaim his love until he returns. And so I'm just going to give you a flat out challenge today. This is something that may be a little out of your comfort zone, but I challenge you this week to proclaim the name of Jesus. You know, we hear a lot of talk about going out and showing love, and those are wonderful things, but tied to that needs to be the verbal proclamation of who Jesus is. We need to proclaim the name of Christ. We need to share with others not only what he has done in our own lives, but we need to share with others what he has done on the cross and that there is an invitation for them. That is something we need to share, and that is my challenge today, is that you would go and you would share the gospel with somebody else. Proclaim his name until he comes. That's the command that we were given. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that this week, and let's glorify God through obedience to his word. I love you guys. I'll see you next week.